I want to tell you about Martha. She was 67, active, and in what she thought was perfect health. One day, while getting dressed, she noticed an itchy spot on her back. Nothing serious, she thought. Probably just dry skin. She ignored it for weeks, applying lotion occasionally when the itching became too bothersome. 3 months later, Martha was diagnosed with stage 3 skin cancer. Her doctor told her something that changed her perspective forever. That itchy spot was your body's early warning system trying to get your attention. If you had come in when you first noticed it, we might have caught this much earlier. Martha's story isn't unusual. Every day, thousands of seniors mistake early warning signs of serious conditions for normal aging discomforts. And one of the most overlooked warnings: persistent itching in specific areas of the body. After age 60, your body changes in ways that make you more vulnerable to certain diseases, including various types of cancer. Your skin thins, your immune system weakens, and cellular damage accumulated over decades can finally start showing its effects. But your body still tries to warn you, often through seemingly minor symptoms that are easy to dismiss. Today, I'm going to share with you 4 specific itchy spots that people over 60 should never ignore. These aren't just normal aging discomforts. They could be your body's way of alerting you to something more serious developing beneath the surface. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to watch for, when to see a doctor, and how to tell the difference between harmless itching and potentially life-saving warning signs. Stay with me until the end because the last sign is one that nearly 80% of seniors misinterpret as a common age-related issue, when it could actually be signaling a specific type of cancer that's highly treatable when caught early. If you're finding this information valuable, please take a moment to like this video and comment "aware" below. Your engagement helps others find this potentially life-saving information. Don't miss the final insight. It's one that most people overlook, yet it holds incredible power in predicting what lies ahead. These markers could completely reshape how you see your future and add valuable years to your life. If this has sparked your interest, show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and sharing this video with those you care about. Together, let's make informed choices for a healthier, longer life. Now let's dive into the first warning sign. Sign number 1. Persistent itching on patches of skin that look different. The first warning sign you should never ignore is persistent itching on patches of skin that look different from the surrounding area, especially if these patches appear on sun-exposed parts of your body like your face, neck, arms, or hands. Take Gerald, for example. At 72, Gerald had spent decades enjoying outdoor gardening. He noticed a rough, scaly patch on his left forearm that itched constantly. The patch was slightly reddish and sometimes flaked. Just dry skin from all those years in the garden, he thought, applying moisturizer liberally. When the itching didn't subside after 2 months, his daughter finally convinced him to see a dermatologist. The diagnosis? Actinic keratosis, a precancerous skin condition that, if left untreated, could have developed into squamous cell carcinoma, a type of skin cancer. What's happening in cases like Gerald's is that years of sun exposure cause DNA damage to skin cells. After age 60, your skin's ability to repair this damage decreases significantly. When these damaged cells begin to multiply abnormally, they often create rough, scaly patches that itch persistently. Here's what to look for: rough, scaly, or crusty patches of skin that feel different from surrounding areas, persistent itching that doesn't respond to moisturizers, patches that may be red, pink, or flesh-colored, areas that sometimes bleed easily when scratched, patches that grow slowly over time. What makes this warning sign particularly challenging is that it closely resembles common age-related skin changes, like extreme dryness or eczema. The key difference is persistence. Normal dry skin usually responds to moisturizers, while precancerous lesions don't improve with typical skincare. If you notice patches like this that itch consistently for more than 3 weeks, it's time to see a dermatologist. Early detection of precancerous skin changes can prevent them from developing into cancer, often through simple, non-invasive treatments like cryotherapy, freezing the affected area, or topical medications. Remember, after 60, your annual checkup should include a thorough skin examination. Make it a habit to check your skin monthly, using a mirror for hard-to-see areas, or asking a spouse or family member to help. Take photos of concerning spots so you can track any changes over time. Don't fall into the trap of thinking it's just age-related dry skin. When it comes to unusual, itchy patches, it's always better to have a professional take a look. Sign number 2. Itchy skin all over with no rash, especially at night. The second warning sign people over 60 should never ignore is generalized itching all over the body without any visible rash, particularly when it's more intense at night. Consider Eleanor's experience. At 65, she began experiencing intense itching all over her body, especially after taking a warm shower and at night when trying to sleep. Despite applying numerous lotions and trying various home remedies, the itching persisted. Her skin looked normal, no rash, no redness, just relentless itching that was driving her to distraction, particularly at night when she'd wake up scratching. After 3 months of suffering and sleep deprivation, Eleanor finally saw her doctor. After running blood tests, her physician discovered she had elevated liver enzymes, which led to further testing and an eventual diagnosis of primary biliary cholangitis, a type of liver disease that can progress to liver cancer if left untreated. What's happening in cases like Eleanor's is that certain internal cancers and serious conditions can cause generalized itching long before other symptoms appear. This happens when the disease triggers inflammatory responses or releases substances that irritate nerve endings in the skin. Notably, cancers affecting the liver, pancreas, blood cells, and lymphatic system often have this surprising early warning sign. Here's what makes this type of itching concerning. It occurs without any visible rash or skin changes. It tends to be more intense at night or after a warm shower. It affects large areas of the body or the entire body. It persists for weeks and doesn't respond well to anti-itch creams. It may be accompanied by fatigue, unexplained weight loss, or a feeling of being generally unwell. Many seniors dismiss this type of itching as just dry skin due to aging, but there's a critical difference. Age-related dry skin typically causes visible flakiness or a rash, and it usually responds, at least partially, to moisturizers. Cancer-related itching, however, has no visible cause and often doesn't improve with skincare products. If you're experiencing unexplained, persistent itching without a rash for more than 2 weeks, especially if it's worse at night, schedule an appointment with your doctor. They can run simple blood tests to check for underlying issues. Early detection of conditions like lymphoma, leukemia, liver, or pancreatic cancer can dramatically improve treatment outcomes. In the meantime, avoid hot showers, use fragrance-free soaps, and keep a daily log of the itching intensity and any other symptoms you notice. This information can be extremely helpful to your healthcare provider. If you're still watching and finding value in this information, please comment "informed" below. Your engagement helps spread this important message to others who might need it. Sign number 3. Persistent itching around the anal or genital area. The third warning sign that should never be ignored is persistent itching in the anal or genital regions, an uncomfortable topic many seniors are reluctant to discuss, even with their doctors. Let me tell you about Richard, who was 73 when he started experiencing intense itching around his anal area. Embarrassed and assuming it was hemorrhoids or simply age-related irritation, he suffered in silence for months, using over-the-counter creams that provided only temporary relief. When blood began appearing on toilet paper, he finally overcame his embarrassment and saw a doctor. The diagnosis was early-stage anal cancer, which thankfully was still treatable because he didn't wait any longer. What's happening in cases like Richard's is that certain cancers affecting the anus, rectum, or genital areas often cause persistent itching as one of their earliest symptoms. This occurs because cancer cells can irritate nerve endings or trigger inflammation in sensitive tissues. After age 60, your risk for these cancers increases significantly, particularly if you have a history of HPV infection. Here's what makes this type of itching particularly concerning. It persists for more than 2 weeks without improvement. Over-the-counter hemorrhoid or anti-itch creams provide little relief. You may notice small amounts of blood or unusual discharge. The itching might be accompanied by a feeling of pressure or a small lump. Discomfort may increase when sitting or during bowel movements. Many seniors mistake these symptoms for hemorrhoids, pinworms, or simply the effects of sensitive skin in old age. While these benign conditions are indeed more common, persistent symptoms that don't respond to standard treatments warrant medical attention. This is particularly important because cancers affecting these areas, including anal cancer, rectal cancer, vulvar cancer in women, and penile cancer in men, are highly treatable when caught early. However, due to embarrassment, many people delay seeking help until the disease has advanced. If you're experiencing unusual itching in these sensitive areas that last more than 2 weeks, make an appointment with your doctor. Modern healthcare providers understand these concerns and will approach your symptoms with professionalism and respect. Remember, they've seen these issues many times before, and early detection could save your life. While waiting for your appointment, avoid harsh soaps, wear loose cotton underwear, and keep the area clean and dry. Avoid scratching, which can cause additional irritation or infection. Document when the itching is most severe and any other symptoms you notice, as this information can help your healthcare provider make an accurate diagnosis. Remember, what's most important is getting proper medical attention, not avoiding temporary embarrassment. Your health is worth the momentary discomfort of a conversation with your doctor. Sign number 4, itchy yellowing skin, especially on the palms and soles. The fourth warning sign, and the one most commonly misinterpreted by seniors, is itching accompanied by yellowing skin, particularly when it affects the palms of your hands and soles of your feet. Consider Joseph's story. At 68, he noticed that his skin, especially on his palms, had a yellowish tinge and itched intensely. He attributed it to working in his garage with chemicals and tried various hand creams. His wife noticed that the whites of his eyes also looked yellow, but Joseph dismissed her concerns. Only when he developed severe fatigue and abdominal discomfort did he seek medical attention. The diagnosis was pancreatic cancer that had spread to his liver, causing jaundice, the yellowing of his skin. What's happening in cases like Joseph's is that certain cancers, particularly those affecting the pancreas, liver, or gallbladder, can block bile ducts, causing bile to accumulate in the bloodstream. This results in jaundice, yellowing of the skin and eyes, and often causes intense itching, especially on the palms and soles where blood vessels are close to the surface. Here's what makes this symptom particularly concerning. Yellowing of the skin, especially noticeable on the palms, soles, and whites of the eyes. Intense itching that doesn't respond to anti-itch treatments. Skin that may appear more yellow in natural daylight than under artificial lighting, possibly accompanied by light-colored stools, dark urine, or unexplained weight loss. The yellowing and itching may develop gradually over weeks. Nearly 80% of seniors initially mistake these symptoms for age-related skin changes, liver spots, or the effects of medications. However, true jaundice is never a normal part of aging and always indicates a problem with the liver, gallbladder, or pancreas. If you notice yellowing of your skin, particularly if it's accompanied by itching, see your doctor immediately. Modern blood tests and imaging studies can quickly determine the cause. While jaundice can result from non-cancerous conditions like gallstones or hepatitis, prompt evaluation is essential to rule out cancer or catch it at an early, more treatable stage. While waiting for your appointment, avoid alcohol completely, stay well hydrated, and avoid medications that can stress the liver, such as acetaminophen, Tylenol. Be prepared to provide a complete list of all medications and supplements you're taking, as some can cause liver issues that might explain your symptoms. Remember, pancreatic cancer, one of the possible causes of jaundice, is often caught late because its early symptoms mimic common digestive issues. Paying attention to jaundice and itching could provide a crucial early warning that might save your life. If you've stayed with me this far and found this information valuable, please comment "vigilant" below. Your engagement helps us reach more people who need this potentially life-saving information. We've covered 4 critical warning signs that people over 60 should never ignore: itchy patches of skin that look different, generalized itching without a rash, especially at night, persistent itching in the anal or genital areas, and itchy yellowing skin. Let's return to Martha, the woman I mentioned at the beginning. After her skin cancer diagnosis, she became an advocate for skin checks among her friends. 6 months later, her friend Clara noticed an itchy spot on her calf that wouldn't heal. Because of Martha's story, Clara saw a dermatologist right away. Her spot was a very early melanoma, and she required only a simple outpatient procedure with an excellent prognosis. This is why awareness matters. It saves lives. So what should you do with the information you've learned today? First, don't panic. Most itching is indeed harmless and related to dry skin, allergies, or irritation. However, when itching is persistent, intense, or accompanied by other changes, it deserves attention. Second, make a habit of regular skin checks. Once a month, examine your skin from head to toe, using mirrors or asking a spouse or family member to help check hard-to-see areas. Look for changes in existing moles, new growths, or patches that itch persistently. Third, don't let embarrassment or fear prevent you from seeking medical advice. Modern medicine has made tremendous advances in treating cancer, especially when caught early. What hasn't changed is the importance of early detection. Fourth, advocate for thorough checkups. When you see your doctor for your annual physical, make sure a skin examination is included. Don't hesitate to ask questions about changes you've noticed, even if they seem minor. Remember, after 60, your body's warning systems are still working. They're just sometimes more subtle or easy to dismiss as normal aging. Learning to distinguish between harmless changes and potential warning signs could make all the difference in your health journey. Age brings wisdom, perspective, and the opportunity to enjoy life's deeper pleasures. Don't let unaddressed health concerns rob you of precious time. Be vigilant, be proactive, and most importantly, listen when your body whispers warnings. Don't wait for it to shout. Thank you for watching this video today. If you found this information valuable, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone you care about and subscribe to our channel for more health information specifically designed for vibrant living after 60. Also, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever experienced unusual itching that turned out to be something significant? Or do you have questions about other symptoms that concern you? Your experiences and questions might help others in our community. Until next time, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay well.